Have you thought about your health lately? If not, with the new year quickly approaching, it may be a great time to evaluate your health and your health goals. Are you healthier or not as healthy as you would have thought to be at your age? If you're pursuing the chiropractic lifestyle as you should, I'm sure you're on the right path to achieving your goals in health. So to keep you on the right path, let's join Dr. Lisa Olszewski now so she can shed some light on how you should be looking at your health both now and in the future. Dr. Lisa?
While you're sitting here in your chiropractor's office, I want you to think about, where is your health today in comparison to 10 years ago? A lot of times with the typical American and the typical American diet, people are a lot sicker today than what they were 10 years ago, and they didn't intentionally set out that way. So if you have the possibility to change your health to make sure 10 years from now you're even healthier than where you are today, wouldn't you have that opportunity, and wouldn't you want to do that opportunity? So first and foremost, we really focus on wellness in the office. And a lot of times I hear people tell me, well, yeah, I practice wellness. I drink bottled water. I shop at Whole Foods. I eat organic Oreos. That's wellness. I hate to tell you, it's not completely wellness. Eating, something just because it's organic doesn't mean it's good for you. And now what I see a lot of people say, oh, I'm eating gluten-free foods, it's good for me. Just because it's gluten-free also doesn't mean it's good for you. But we'll get into a little bit of nutrition in just a second. But first and foremost, what do you think has to happen completely and perfectly in your body to have ultimate wellness? You need to make sure that the master system of your body is functioning as best as it can. And what controls and coordinates every function of your body? When I ask people that question, sometimes people tell me it's my heart. My heart controls everything, or my lungs control everything. And they're both great answers, but ultimately, what controls your heart and your lungs? What controls your heart beating and your lungs breathing? It's your nervous system. It's your brain is constantly sending signals to every part of your body. So what we focus on as chiropractors is making sure that if those bones go out of place in your spine, misalign or subluxate, which is what we call them, it means that the brain can't send the right messages 100% to the rest of the body. And our whole goal as chiropractors is to get rid of those subluxations or adjust those subluxations so that way your body can function at its best. So what happens, most people don't realize this, but 80% of us, what research shows, 80% of us are misaligned during our birth process. And that's just a regular birth canal delivery. Imagine if it's a cesarean section or forceps or some other intervention, it's going to be even higher than that. So it's so important to have children checked by a chiropractor as well, because if those bones misalign or subluxate and they're never corrected, arthritis is going to set in. And arthritis, as I teach the people in our practice, is just like a cavity. You'd never walk into the dentist and say, hey doc, I have cavities, but don't you worry, it's because my mom has cavities. Or it's, it's genetic, my mom has cavities. Or it's my age, everybody old gets cavities. Not the truth, right? We know it's how well we've taken care of our teeth. Did we brush our teeth well? Did we floss them well? Have we eaten healthy throughout our lifetime? Have we had our proper checkups? And it's the same thing with arthritis. If subluxations aren't corrected from an early age, or at whatever point that you get into chiropractic care, that arthritis that sets in there, we can't undo it. It's kind of like a rotted out tooth. So how great would it be to have little people checked, your little children checked, to make sure we get rid of those subluxations so that way the nerves can function properly. The second thing, you are what you eat. What are you putting into your body? Within the next 10 years, you're going to have a brand new structure. Everything you put into your body creates all of the cells for the next however many years, right? Do you realize your stomach cells reproduce every couple of days? Your liver, you have a brand new liver anywhere between every 5 to 7 years. So what you're eating is going to completely dictate the quality of your health 10 years down the road. So what's the best way for nutrition? What should your diet compose of? What we teach our patients here, 80% of your diet needs to be fruits and vegetables, 20% everything else. And ideally that 20% should just be protein. But fruits and vegetables, fresh fruits and vegetables, lots of color. The typical American thinks ideally we need about 3 to 5 servings of vegetables a day. I actually teach people here we need about 13 to 15 servings of fruits and vegetables a day. Because nutrition-wise, we know what was in an apple 50 years ago. Not the same nutrients. It's not near as dense now. So what you could have gotten in an apple, say 50 years ago, you probably need 3 of them now. So we really need to up our fruits and vegetables. What's the best way to up your fruits and vegetables? By getting fresh fruits and vegetables again. I don't want, canned doesn't count. I want you to juice them. So, my breakfast this morning, my smoothie this morning consisted of kale, and it had some goji berries in it and some acai berries and all sorts of really great, super nutrient dense foods. And so I might have mixed them up is what I use, but that's my smoothie every morning. So that way I get a lot of fresh nutrients into it. So ideally, you want to shoot for the 13 or 15. Do you have to do it tomorrow? No, it's a process, right? Because if all of a sudden you try to change everything for tomorrow, will you be sticking with it 5 years from now? Maybe not. I want to make lifelong habits. So what I want you to do is just start incorporating some fresh piece of fruit or vegetable before every meal, before you eat anything else. Do you think you'll be healthier in 10 years, or do you think you're going to be sicker in 10 years by just incorporating fresh fruits and vegetables before you eat anything else? I can guarantee you, you're probably going to be healthier. The next thing I want to talk about is exercise. Do you realize people that exercise just even 10 minutes a day? We want to incorporate, at least 20 minutes, but just by starting out exercising, you get a bunch of oxygen into your cells. Research shows those people are healthier. It decreases the risk of cancer, all sorts of different cancers, decreases the risk of diabetes. Get outside, get some fresh air, get out with nature, and just breathe and really get the oxygen in your cells from working out. We want you to really love what you're doing. If you don't like doing it, you're not going to do it. So find something you love. And even if it's just walking outside and sitting on the grass for a little bit and enjoying some fresh oxygen, do you think you're going to sit on the grass for the next 10 years? Probably not. At some point, you're going to want to walk to the end of your driveway, and from there, you'll probably want to walk to the end of your road. So start out with baby steps. The next thing is about healthy supplementation. If you do get those 13 to 15 servings of fruits and vegetables a day, you're probably getting a lot of the nutrients that you need. But if you're not, we probably need to add in a few things. But something that is essential for everybody is a fish oil. Why fish oils and omega-3 supplements are so important is 60% of your brain is omega-3 fats. And most Americans, we can't find a trace of them within our blood. That was research from about 2005 before everybody got on the fish oil bandwagon. But we want to make sure that your brain and your spinal cord are healthy, right? Like I said, with chiropractic, you want to make sure it's functioning the best. You want to get the best out of your chiropractic adjustments. Add in a quality fish oil. Talk to your chiropractor about whatever fish oil they offer, because I can probably guarantee you it's a very good quality one, and it won't be filled with the mercury or PCBs that some other ones are, which would create toxicity in your body. We also want a very good probiotic. And so much of our immune system is in our gut, and probiotics are the good bacteria to go back into your gut. So we want to make sure you have a very good, strong probiotic. So again, talk to your chiropractor about that. And the final thing I want to talk to you about is making sure you're positive. We are bombarded by so much negativity in our society by turning on the news. So the first thing I want you to do is just turn off the news. I want you to think of some whatever you're grateful for. Do you realize gratitude is the second highest vibration? Love is the first highest vibration. But I want you to write a gratitude list every morning. Write 3 things that you're thankful for. It's going to set your intention for the day. Do you realize by 10 a.m. in the morning, your attitude, your mood is set for the entire day? So what are you doing the first few hours of the day? Are you doing your affirmations, your goal setting? Great time is to go and work out first thing in the morning, get the oxygen in the cells, make sure you're starting out with a healthy breakfast. Get everything ready for the day, so that way you can have a very great experience throughout your entire day. So we've given you a lot of different resources here, and your chiropractor is an amazing resource. So be sure to ask him or her all sorts of questions based on this video, because they'll definitely help make sure that in 10 years from now, you are a lot healthier then than what you are now.